Minnesota's early settlers brought their Scandinavian heritage to the table, introducing traditional dishes like pickled herring and lutefisk, a staple made from dried and salted whitefish that was often served with mashed potatoes or rye bread. German immigrants also had a profound impact on Minnesota's cuisine, particularly in the eastern part of the state, where sauerkraut, bratwurst, and schnitzel remain popular. The French influence can be seen in dishes like tarte aux fruits and crème brûlée, brought over by fur traders and missionaries from Canada. As the state grew, so did its agricultural industry, leading to an abundance of fresh produce that became a hallmark of Midwestern cuisine. Minnesota's Scandinavian roots led to a love of foraging, where wild berries like blueberries, raspberries, and cranberries were used in pies, preserves, and jams. The Finnish influence on the state's food scene was also significant, with dishes like karjalanpiirakka, Karelian pasties, and kalakukko, a fish pie, gaining popularity. In the late 19th century, as the U.S. Canada border opened up to trade, Minnesota began importing European spices, herbs, and baking powder, enriching its culinary landscape. Scandinavian settlers also played a crucial role in introducing American to potatoes, which became an essential staple on farms throughout the state. In contrast, the state's indigenous peoples primarily relied on wild game, fish, and berries as their primary food sources. Dairy farming emerged as a prominent industry in Minnesota during the early 20th century. Thanks to its rich soil and cool climate, Scandinavian traditions of baking and preserving continue to shape modern Minnesotan cuisine. From sweet treats like krumkaker, thin waffle cookies, to savory items like lefse, a traditional potato flatbread often served with meatballs or cheese. As the state's economy grew, so did its agricultural diversity, introducing new crops like wheat, oats, and corn, which eventually replaced many Scandinavian staples. The 1960s and 1970s saw a surge in interest in American cuisine that emphasized local ingredients, leading to the rise of Minnesota farm-to-table restaurants and food festivals. Traditional Scandinavian dishes continue to hold sway, particularly among younger generations who explore their cultural heritage through food. In recent years, innovative chefs have incorporated Minnesota's native ingredients into modern recipes, like foraging-based salads featuring wild mushrooms or locally harvested wild rice. This unique blend of European roots and Midwestern resilience reflects the complexity and depth of Minnesotan cuisine, shaped by a diverse history that celebrates community and tradition.